Comedy. It's no laughing matter, especially when it attempts to derive humor from the American political process. There's nothing funny about it, except for when that fly landed on Mike Pence's head. That was pretty good. And yet, for reasons unknown, week after week, Stephen Colbert has taken to The Late Show and brazenly attempted to make jokes in the run-up to the 2020 election. You crazy bastard. Hello, I'm Sam Waterston. You may recognize me from Law & Order or the newsroom or my personal line of pasta sauces where none of the money goes to charity. Tonight, I will be your guide as we look at The Late Show with Stephen Colbert's 2020 campaign coverage. And while this will be a collection of some of the best moments from The Late Show, I assure you that this is not just some silly best of episode. It's something much more important. Tonight, we fulfill a contractual obligation to the network. We begin with some of Colbert's best monologues from the Democratic primary. But first, of course, we must dance to the music of the opening credits.
It's a Late Show with Stephen Colbert. 2020 Campaign Coverage Special. Tonight, Campaign Trail Mix. Plus, the best of Stephen's monologues. The best of candidate interviews and campaign field pieces. And Sam Waterston eating a giant sandwich. And now, live on a bunch of tapes from the Ed Sullivan Theater, it's Stephen Colbert!
Trump's days are numbered, at least for his first term, because we're getting closer and closer to the next presidential election. There are a lot of Democrats in this thing. In fact, here are all the candidates the New York Times says are either running or might run. This right, there's a... Of course, with nearly 30 people possibly vying for the Democratic nomination, it's easier to focus on who's not running. And we'll do that in my new segment, Not Doing It Donkey Style.
No thanks!
First bowing out, Hillary Clinton has announced she's not running for president in 2020. That is tough news for Republicans. They still haven't realized she's no longer running in 2016. I stuck a photo of Voldemort in there, and you didn't even notice. Right down there. A joke. Obviously, that's a joke. Voldemort is a libertarian. Biden has led every national poll of Democrats without even having declared he's running. But on Saturday, he may have accidentally spilled the beans.
I have the most progressive record of anybody running for the United States, if anybody who would run. I didn't mean...
The man has not lost a misstep. Biden leads Trump by 13 points. And it's not just Biden. In the poll, Sanders beats Trump by 9 points. Harris wins by 8 points. Warren beats him by 7. Buttigieg and Booker both beat him by 5. And somehow, Bill de Blasio still loses by 137%. Now, we are live. That's a live audience right there. It is just crackling with electricity in here because we are live after the first of 2 Democratic presidential debates. Tonight, Wednesday, was the undercard pitting Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, and Beto O'Rourke against 7 people angling for MSNBC shows.
What's your message for Cardi B and her followers?
Well, first of all, I thank her very much. I'm very appreciative to have her support.
It's Cardi and Bernie. It's the mashup of the century. Look, I don't dance now, I make money moves. In fact, I'd like to move money from the billionaire class to the 99% because I'm a boss in a skirt, I'm a dog, I'm a flirt. And it's high time we had Medicare. It is high time we had Medicare for all you broke hoes. I know a bad bitch when I see one. Tell Riri I need a threesome. Hey, After night one of the Democratic debates, this is the second round of debates, so we're calling it Democratic Debate Night. Too many candidates to remember, forget harder. Joe Biden broke the ice with Harris right off the top.
Go easy on me, kid.
To which Harris responded, I hope you're wearing a cup.
Biden did well enough to stop some of the fears, but not to give people that overwhelming confidence that this is our guy.
I think Biden did okay.
He came through it just fine.
He did well enough. Was he amazing? Was he perfect? Was he entirely consistent? No.
Okay, there you have it. Democrats have gone from yes, we can to that'll do. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm fine with that.
You like that? You like that?
Fine with that.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of time, right?
Yeah.
The election is still 16 months away. You got to have a lot of people at first, right? It's like sea turtles hatching on a beach, okay? Lots of birds circling overhead, but there's thousands of them. You know, one of them has to make it to the water. Plus, it's going to be so fun to watch those birds drag off Bill de Blasio. Circle of life. Senator Kamala Harris just announced she is dropping out of the race. There she is, off to low orbit. When it comes to not being the first female president, she was that little girl. Senator... You're welcome. Harris wasn't alone in leaving the race. On Monday, Montana Governor Steve Bullock also dropped out. Unfortunately, due to his low poll numbers, Bullock did not qualify to be in this joke. But it's hard for me not to take this a little personally because, you see, both Harris and Bullock had memorable appearances here on The Late Show. Harris was on the show 4 times, including just 2 weeks ago for her last appearance on Late Night as a candidate. And remember who announced they were running for president on my show? Kirsten Gillibrand and Eric Swalwell. I am officially the Democratic primary kiss of death. It might, I'm not saying this isn't for sure, it might have something to do with my green room where I store my ladder, broken mirror, and black cat collection. But if I'm gonna be a jinx, I might as well use it to help America. John Delaney, come on this show. It's time. This week, Mayor Bloomberg met with voters in Burlington, Vermont, and shook a dog's face. No! Bad billionaire, bad. Down, Mike, down. Though the dog actually seemed to like it. So now Bloomberg does the same thing with all the babies he meets. There's just so much to talk about tonight, John. We talked about this before.
Yes.
We got the Super Bowl. We got impeachment. We got Groundhog Day. We got the Iowa caucus. So we're cramming it all together and calling our coverage Super Peach Hawcock. You know what? You know what? You know what? That does not look as good as I thought it would. Let's just go with Monday. Now, with all the polls relatively tight, the candidates are getting nastier with each other, especially Joe Biden and Pete Buttigieg, seen here cosplaying as Father Time and Baby New Year. On Saturday, Biden said this about Buttigieg.
Is this a act of desperation on your campaign to be making this assertion right now?
These guys,
Mayor Buttigieg?
this guy's not a Barack Obama.
Is Barack Obama the only measure of things that are good? Oh man, this turkey Reuben is a real Barack Obama. I'll tell you, when I'm done, let's hit the road because the bathroom here is no Barack Obama. After her performance in the Nevada debate, Warren's back on the map thanks to her hammering of former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Bloomberg had not participated in any of the Democratic debates, and right off the bat, Warren hit him with the bat.
I'd like to talk about who we're running against. A billionaire who calls women fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. And no, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Mayor Bloomberg.
Oh, that's got a sting. Though we did know you weren't talking about Donald Trump because you said billionaire. The point of that press conference was not public health, by the way. As the Washington Post put it, officials at Trump's coronavirus briefing focused on preventing the spread of criticism of Trump. Yes, and that is very contagious. Everyone I know has it. I might be patient zero. And this desire, you gotta be careful.
Everybody I know has it.
Nastier may have sensed that the end was near for his campaign because the night before, he really cut loose at a rally where he joined rapper Juvenile on stage for his hit, Back That Ass Up. A white billionaire dancing with Juvenile to a song about butts. The 2020 campaign is officially a Mad Lib. Let's bid farewell to these three candidates. Jim, can you put them all up? First, Mayor Pete, thank you for your campaign efforts. And it looks like Jordan. Biden's already taken over his place. And now Amy Klobuchar. Oh, Joe's luring her with hot dish. She can't resist. And she's out of here. And finally, we say goodbye to Tom Steyer. Riding high off his win. Trump also held a rally last night. He was in the Super Tuesday state of North Carolina, and he pandered in a really strange way.
You know, Eric and Laura named their daughter. You know what her name is? Carolina. Carolina. Her name is Carolina for a reason.
For a reason? Are his grandkids named after things he needs to win re-election? These are my granddaughters, Carolina and Pennsylvania. Those are my grandsons, voter suppression, Rust Belt coal miner who votes against his economic self-interest, and of course, little Ku Klux Kenny. I love you. He's my favorite. Takes after his grandpa.
Just a few days ago, the press and the pundits had declared the campaign dead. So I'm here to report we are very much alive.
That's right, folks. They said we were dead, but then they dug me up, strapped me to a metal slab, hit me with some lightning, and Frankenstein me back, Jack. Come on, fire bad. Fire bad. So it's time to say goodbye to Elizabeth Warren. Oh, here comes her horse. Ride, Lizzie. Ride. Ride. So now it's down to Biden and Sanders. Showdown at high noon right before they both eat dinner. Either one of these men would be the oldest president in U.S. history, so it's going to be important they choose a running mate that is experienced, yet seems a lot younger, so Jimmy Carter. A few months ago was great. It was the holidays. I was drunk on eggnog. I was watching Cheer. I was falling in love with Baby Yoda. I was looking forward to impeaching the president. Remember that feeling? We're going to get you, Trump. John Bolton's going to testify in the Senate. Republicans are going to do the right thing. It's only March. 2020 has done the impossible, made me nostalgic for 2019.
Coming up, more of Stephen Colbert's best campaign monologues.
You're finally going to get a chance to binge watch all that toilet paper you bought, and you better watch it, Jack, because I'm coming for it. I did not plan well.